Alrighty folks, I'm Baron Casey and welcome back to the Tribal States SMP server, guys. If you missed the last episode, we built an ender with a bunch of endermen spawning and slaying, and now we have all the ender pearls we will ever need and levels. But that wasn't all we did. We also went end city raiding. We got some shulker shells, got a couple of elytras, even a dragon head or two, and it all was good. I spent way too long building that enderman farm, way too long. This episode, I want to keep it simple. I want to go back to what we were doing a couple episodes ago. I want to finish my super smelter. Right now, it's a little bit of a platform down there behind me. So today, we are going to finish that. So if you think you're going to enjoy that, guys, do me a favor. Leave the video a like. Hit subscribe. You can also check out my other channels. And my other social medias, they are all linked down below. I provide daily content across all of them. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. So, continuing off from where the last clip left off, the one that I started about 4 weeks ago on this thing, I've got some work done. Show you guys what I've got done right here. So, we've got the furnaces. There's over a stack of furnaces here. Originally, this was slated to do a stack. It does a little bit more. I think we got like 4 extra furnaces, but it all fits in perfectly. So, we're going to have a collection thing like right about here. So, we'd come in, there'll be a collection thing on each side, one either side, and we'll be able to collect our items from there. But, more importantly, we'll be able to smelt down over a stack pretty quickly. So, I'll give you a quick overall of how this is working. We got furnaces right here. Underneath, we've got hoppers. These hoppers are all going to lead into that chest on this side. That side is the same. It's just slightly mirrored. So instead of them leading this way, they're going to lead here instead. Then we got a hopper on top to insert the items. And then a hopper around the back to insert all of the goods. Now, what we do need to do is we do need to get up here a little bit. We need to run rails like this. And it gets a little bit tricky on how to do this. Because you gotta purposely sort of don't do that. Lead it over here like so. Now, obviously, we don't want that to do that. So this one needs to go 1 block. Stop doing that. I know you're orientated correctly. You know what? Fine. Game. You win. You win. You know what we'll do? We'll do that. You see that? When that block disappeared? Do you know when I was doing the end farm in the last episode? Yeah. Had that a few times. Had that more than a few times. So I'm going to take this one. And it's important that you orientate this correctly. Going east to west. If you go north to south, the rails act kind of funky. I don't know if they've changed that. But I'm just going to wrap this all around the outside. So, now that we've got all of this in place, we can actually start working on the next bit. Which is, very simply, I want to know if my minecarts will make it. So we're going to take these ones that are above these levers, and we're going to put on one of these guys. And we're going to do that on both sides, that side over there. We're going to flick these levers, and what we want to see is if whether or not the minecart makes it the whole way around. Nope. Definitely doesn't make it the whole way around. We'll just add more powered rails. More oomph. Means more go-go juice, right? They do make it. Okay, brilliant, brilliant. I like that. But it does slow down quite a bit once it gets to there. Okay, next plan. Okay, gone through a couple of different revisions, and I thought we'd test this one on camera. I've got activator rails over there. Detector rails, sorry, to detect when this happens. We're going to find out if this works the way that it should. Let's just be smart about this, and let's put a block on top of here. I had to move the thingamabobs back one. I had to move them back one, the switches here, because it turns out that actually they were locking one of the hoppers, which is an issue I have been running into. So we got 33 furnaces on each side. So that's not what I wanted to do. Let's do, please, thank you. So we should see each of these light up as they go. Okay, the top one has stopped there. Okay. Okay, why has it stopped there? This one has not. And it has stopped here because these rails are not powered. Okay, we'll just grab these out. Put those down. I want to be off the track before it comes back. It's going to get stuck over there again. Okay, okay. Test number 2. Okay, we're missing one here and here. And this is that right where the activator rail is? Okay, we're getting it on the second go round. It would seem. It's not an even distribution, but it's a distribution nonetheless, and everything is getting smelted. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Okay, so a little iffy business later, and I think we've got it all in place. Although I do need to replace. Do I need that? Maybe I need to. I don't think I do. Yeah, I didn't sort that top bit out there, over there. But that's okay. What we want to find out now is, does this actually work? So let's go ahead and take this. I've already sent the bottom ones along. And as you can see, they make it all the way around the back of the hoppers. All the way to here, and then they're sent back. And the same is true for this side. You can see it all heading back there. And all this really is a lever onto a block that's got a powered rail to it. This block powers these rails. And when they're powered, it sends it off. But when we don't power these rails, then it doesn't send them off. Simple. Now, these are the ones that should smelt. These ones I haven't tested yet. These may very well work. These may very well not work. Let's find out. We're seeing the furnaces all light up in tandem. We did not light up these ones. Okay. And that got stuck there. The furnaces that didn't light up, they just had a rail in the top. Oh, simples. And where they stopped, they were all powered rails. But I haven't got powered rails on the other side. I forgot to do the powered rails on that side, and it worked perfectly fine. So I'm hoping without powered rails, this should work. Okay, I guess there's only one way to find out. Test 2. And they're off to the races. Question is, they may all make it around, but do they indeed make it back? Oh, they do. Brilliant, brilliant. All the furnaces are on. None of the furnaces are on this side. Why is that? Okay, that's because we don't actually have anything to smelt this side. Okay. Let's just put some of this kelp in. Send these back off. And just make sure that all of the furnaces do indeed light up. And they do. Brilliant. So, fantastic stuff. Now that it's all working, it's time to start the actual building. Now, I want to have pillars going up, and I want them to be even. So they're spread out 6. That's an even number. And I think that's going to be really interesting. I don't normally build on an even number. I usually build on an odd number. But these ones are all set out to be there. And these are going to be pillars. Pillars. Just like this. Now I want to go with the background block, which I want to 1, keep in the theme of the village, and 2, make it unique. So what we're going to have is we're going to have right here, we're going to have cobblestone brick. This is actually much better, by the way, to use this, sorry, not cobblestone brick, deep slate brick. It's better to use deep slate as a cobbled variant than it is as a smooth one. You can get so much more out of it. So we're going to have like this here, so I'm thinking, look, we're going to have 2 there, and then just to break it up a little bit so it doesn't all look the same, these ones are going to be a completely different color. And it's going to make a nice little contrast. Take 3 recording this clip. Let's try in words. I like words, especially because English is my first language. I should be able to words quite good. You know, it's what I do every day. I just babble like an idiot and people just laugh. But that's not the point. The point is, we've done it. We've got these chunks in place and they look really, really good. I know, we're missing a door. We're missing a door. Oh, don't worry, we'll get to the door in a bit. Right now, I want to focus on the actual structure itself on the outside. And for that, we need to start working on the roof. And I want to take it up in different heights. I don't normally do this. I don't normally do different heights for the roof. But this time, I'm gonna. I think it'll make it look quite interesting. So I want to have these be a bit higher where these beams are. And I want them to be... I'm thinking... I want them to fit in with the theme of everything, but I don't think wood is such a good idea. I think I'm going to go with blackstone for here. And then for the actual center bits, I may very well go for andesite. I mean, we have been using copper for these. And andesite. So maybe I don't use andesite here. Maybe we come up with something else. But first things first. Let's get the black. So these are the kind of arcs that I'm talking about. And I do kind of like it. Now, I did want to put some sort of, like, towery building on the top. Not a tower like this kind of tower. But just like a little hut with a bell in it. But I'm looking at the time today and I'm looking at how long I've got for this episode, and I'm biting off more than I can chew. So let's keep it within what I can chew. I think that's probably for the best. So I'm thinking about these roofs. And I'm thinking of alternating between stone brick on these ones. These ones, so it'll match. Or maybe stone brick on this one, so cobblestone on that one. I think I'm going to do that on just two of them. I'm going to do one stone brick. This one stone brick and this one cobblestone. And just see what I like on the roof up there. And just see if it looks good. I mean, only time will tell. So I put a scaffold in here to get up. I thought, yeah, big brain play. I remember the scaffolding is a thing. Remember it. And then I decided that the bit I'm going to work on is over there. And I don't have a way across here. Bright spark there, Casey. Looking at it, I really don't like it, okay? It kind of sucks. It doesn't go, it stands out. So I'm going to try a mixture of deep slate tiles and cobbled deets. So I haven't seen this one yet, so we'll see it together. There's like some sort of framiness when I come around here. Makes me wonder if there's something gathered underground or something. But anyway. Oh, I say, I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better. And imagine that going all the way across. It's going to look really, really good. So I guess I got a lot of work to be doing. Yay me! There's a llama on my dock. Aren't you guys supposed to be, in the living room? Where's your buddy? Where's your buddy? I heard him because he was drinking a potion earlier on. Here he is. Hey, Beatty. Yo, look at all these blocks. You got anything worth trading? No. I don't want any of this. Your pants. Go away. Okay, now it's in place. It looks rather good. And I want to start a little bit working on some of the features that I want to have. So what I'm thinking is if we come like maybe here and possibly here. And then what we do is we go up. One, up, one, up, one. Then we come out one more. And then let's trade this out and this one out for a regular diorite or granite block, just so it looks a little bit mixed up. Time later. This is what I'm thinking of. Something along the lines of this. Something that's going to show that we're pumping out the steam from in it. Putting these on all of the brick segments, not on the broken segments, also the else there. But I think that they could look pretty cool. We're getting a little bit more industrial, and I like it. I want to see about trying to just blend the roof in a little bit. And what I'm thinking about is maybe we go with a couple of fences like so. It's a bit difficult to have them on an odd number because we're on an even number. But yeah, I don't exactly hate that. But what if we went with the warped? I like the warped a lot better. The only trouble is I'm down to 4 of it. I did pay Abyss to go get some from the nether. And I asked her to do that just before I went to bed last night. So she went off into the nether. She's still lost in there. She needs me to go and find her. But my wife, lazy. She's still in bed. She's still asleep in bed. So I don't know what to do. Hello there, creeper. All I wanted to do was record a clip. Actually, I do need more gunpowder for rockets. So I will happily have it. Dibs. So, while I wait for the warped wood, I've gone ahead and started working on windows that are going to go in these placements here. I think I've accidentally... No, I haven't. That's the doorway. So we're going to have like 2 of these on this side and 3 on the other side. And I've kept them fairly simple. We've just got dark oak surrounding it and this on the inside. I've run a test with the thing inside. It's not working. The super smelter is broken a little bit. I need to fix that, but we'll get to that in just a minute. First things first. I want to get these windows done and these warps in. And by the way, I did actually save Abyss. So I've got all my warped wood now. So... yeah, I'm gonna finish that off. Oh, we're back in this tower again. This is becoming my viewing tower. Hello, Wandering Trader. We've done it. We've got some more in place. I've hung some lanterns to give it some light. This is gonna look really, really cool in the nighttime, especially with shaders on. Look forward to the beginning of the episode. Next episode, because I'll show this off with shaders. Unfortunately, I can't play with shaders on and record most of the time, because shaders is too computer intensive for my computer. I have to literally drop my recording software and frame rates and everything to be able to do it, and it's not something I want to do in the middle of the video. But it looks really, really good, and I'm really, really happy. I do want to add some more things on the top, but I think the next bit that I want to work on is inside, because right now there's a couple of things wrong with it. 1, these top ones are broken, and 2, it's a complete mess in here. So I think step 1 is to get some sort of flooring in, and the more I'm thinking about it, the more I think I might use stone brick inside. Variants of stone, but for the floor, I don't know. I don't want to use wood. This is by far the largest pillager raid I have ever seen in my years playing Minecraft. Look at it. There's 8 of the little buggers. Well, one by one, I will slay you. The Battle of Archerfell was won and slain. And oh, by the way, right down there, we've still got a farmer villager just chilling. It's been down there for ages. So after much debation, I decided that this basalt is the kind of feel that I'm going for. I want it to be dark in here. It's a smeltery, it's a blacksmith kind of environment that I want. I did add in some shulker boxes. It looks like I did not include this over here. This is different this side to what it is this side. It looks like I need to fix that. Now that one thing looks like the other, let's give this puppy a try. So, I want to use the nether brick in here, so I went ahead and smelted up some, well, didn't smelt up, I gathered up some netherrack. And in this one, I've got fuel. And then we've obviously got our fuels down here. So, hopefully all of these should end up as dried kelp in this shulker box. And all of these should end up as nether brick in this shulker box. Let's go ahead and just send the fuel off first. Make sure that makes it all the way around. And it seems like it is so far without much trouble. Fantastic stuff. We should see them both end up back here. Brilliant. Now let's send the power rails off, or rather the netherrack, and we should see them all light up. This furnace gets missed, but it does get hit eventually on the way back, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It might not be perfect, but it still gets them all in it. I know some people like it to be exact, but to be honest, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. So let's send them off. I think it has something to do with those detector rails, and them giving out a redstone signal kind of blocks it. But yeah, so hopefully all of this goes well, and we should start to see product. We have already got half a stack. We're going up to a stack now, look. We've already got loads going. This should not take long at all. So the farm has yielded a very positive result and one very minor negative result that I'm just going to call negligible at this point and just ignore. This is the smelting, and during the time that this took, it was only about 5 or 10 minutes, I managed to clear up this chest monster out here. But yeah, the drawback is, as you can see, we haven't got a full stack in here. We've lost some. And it's over here. It's in one of these furnaces. Doesn't seem to be getting as much fuel as the rest. I think these are the ones where the powered rails are. So I think once this gets up to actual operating temperature, and we've got a bunch of other things in here, more fuel and whatnot, that will be really, really good, and all shall be well. Now, I'm going to take this dried kelp, and I'm going to make some dried kelp blocks. I'm also going to take this netherrack and start working on the design in... There's a hole in my roof. There's a hole in my roof. There's 2 holes in my roof. How did they get there? Oh, I don't like that. We'll fix that in a moment. As for the kelp, I did this on my downtime. This is just a big patch. I think there's 3 stacks of 64 kelp here. So it all grows up, and then when it grows up, you mine it down, and basically you get a bucket ton of kelp. Actually, more like shulker boxes full. 2 full shulker boxes and all of this just from one harvest. And with how quickly kelp grows, this is really, really effective and efficient. Oh man, I don't need an automated one. We're so totally going to build an automated one with slime blocks and stuff in the future. Or is that the sugarcane farm? Either way, time to smelt up some more kelp. At last, I finished it. You could just see the roof peering over. We won't be able to see that in the end, to be honest with you, because there's going to be a wall going around this city, which I do kind of want to get to in the next episode. I want to get this done, and I want to get the wall done to about here in the next episode, I'm thinking. And I also want to work on just some other little details in the next episode, mainly this tower and these roads, because there's like lots of gaps that's ruining the immersion for me. So I want to get them filled in. I want to bring the immersion truly back so it feels like a city. But this is the outside, and for those of you wondering, on the sides I did go ahead and fill them in. Now this is just a big blank wall, and that's okay. I've got plans for what's going to go at the side, so you won't really see that wall, so I'm not going to waste too much time on it, especially when I'm running low on time as is. Did this little noisy thing at the entrance. I'm not so sure about this. I may go with some of the different eventually, but for right now it works. This is the interior. I've cobbled the nether brick with the brick, and I think it looks really, really good. We've got our chests output here. I had to move them over one because originally they was here, so I've put them over there now. And we've got this going on over here. Look in down here. Actually, what am I doing? Let's send those out. Because what you can do, and I like doing this when I do a super smelter, look, you can see them. You can see them going around there, and I like to be able to see that top one. Just sort of roaming around there. I think it looks pretty cool. So we've got this. Yeah, there are furnaces back here. We've blocked them off, but they're still functional. I don't think we need to see every furnace. I thought it looked a little bit bland, just a stone brick. I did try it. With this sort of darker color here, it looks really, really good. So this is it. This is the entirety of our super smelter, capable of smelting over a stack of items per cycle. And like I said, I've only just cleared this out before I recorded this clip. I ran down to the docks. Oh, actually, I hung up 2 lanterns outside. And look, we're already here. We're nearly filled back up again. It's super quick. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, guys, that is going to bring an end to this episode. I do like this. It feels very much like a smelter with these here. I do in the future want to do something with the roof, perhaps. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It looks very, very flat and boring. So maybe we'll do something with that in the future. I do have a couple of ideas. But like I said, didn't have much time in this episode. I'm trying to stick to a schedule, and it's not working out like it never does. But that is going to do it for me, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, leave it a like and hit subscribe. You can also ring that bell and you'll get a notification every single time I upload a video. Plus, there's a plus this time. You can check out my other channels. They are linked down below, along with all forms of social media. I try to post regularly on all of them, especially Instagram and TikTok. It's a TikTok. But guys, that is going to do it for the third time. We've done the if you enjoyed the episode. Like, as always, cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute, going for a ride.